Are you ready for some fun facts about Disneyland Paris? Then you're at the right video and the right channel.
In this video you can expect some facts about Disneyland Paris that maybe you have never noticed before. So we're going to talk about the windows in Main Street, but also the ground and even the Disneyland Castle. So are you ready to join us?
I am.
Okay, let's do this.
Café de Cascadeurs was originally built in 1947. It's an original. It was moved to Germany years ago and was bought by Disney for the opening of Disney Studios.
The restrooms of Disneyland Paris have a specific scent. In this case, I'm specifically referring to a perfume and not a smell someone else left for us. The restroom of the Disneyland Hotel has a different perfume than, for example, the restroom here in Fantasyland. But how do they get the scent spread all over the restroom? Well, this is how it goes. They blow perfumed smoke into the restroom. This definitely is a fun fact, don't you think? Now that we're in the restrooms anyway, did you notice that the mirrors aren't above the sinks? This is no mistake, but it's a smart trick to keep the crowd moving. People can take their time to check their hair or makeup without unnecessarily occupying the sinks for other visitors. This is the reason why you won't find any mirrors above the sinks. One of the first things that we absolutely want to share with you guys is a fun fact of Main Street. And one of those facts is that on the windows of those houses on Main Street, you can find some very familiar names. So let's start with the first window that says the Society of Arts and Crafts, and it shows 3 names. The first name is of Ron Esposito, and he's the former creative vice president at Walt Disney Imagineering. Then you see Skip Lang, he was the art director for Disneyland Paris. And there's John Olsen, and he was a former art director at Walt Disney Imagineering. And then on another window we also see some famous names. However, Jean-Marie Gerbeau? Well, never heard of him before, but in a nutshell, Jean-Marie is responsible for making the park more European. He is referred to as the driving force behind the introduction of alcoholic beverages in Disneyland Paris. Well, that's a fun fact. Also, you'll see Martin or Marty Sklar and Tony Baxter on one of the windows. They were Disney Imagineers who also contributed to Disneyland Paris and so many more parks all over the world. But there are so many more famous names that you definitely have to see. And one of those names is the one of Michael Eisner, which is of course
The CEO of Disney!
And of course, not to be missed, here on Main Street you will find the names of
Walter Elias Disney and his brother Roy.
And like Sven said, on the first window you will find their names, but on the window next to it, it says 2 brothers, dreamers and doers. If we can dream it, we can do it. And they definitely proved to do that.
Did you know that Lily's boutique behind me is named after Lily, as in Lillian, the wife of Walt Disney himself?
In our last secret video we already told you about the dragon that is in the dungeon of the Disneyland Castle. But here upstairs there's also something that you might not know about. This is the Sleeping Beauty Castle, which means that everybody's asleep here. Because here you see one of the guards and there's the second one, and they are asleep. Looking at their body language you know that they are sleeping, but you can also hear it. You can hear them snoring.
We're trying to film here. And behind me is the Old Mill. And we got a fun fact about that one too.
Nowadays the Old Mill is a quick service restaurant where you can get waffles, ice cream and drinks. But it used to be a ride. You can see it in this picture. It was a mini Ferris wheel with carts that looked like buckets. The ride closed in 2000, and there are a lot of speculations about the reason why. Some say it's because of the small capacity it had, and others claim it was because of changes in fire and security policies that this ride couldn't keep up with. All in all, we're very happy that the old mill is still here and that we can buy our quick service meal in this former ride.
Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast. Did you know that this is the second attraction on this location in Disneyland Paris? Before that it was Le Visionarium. It was a 360-degree movie with 2 robots, a timekeeper and Nine Eye. The film itself was named From Time to Time.
Allez, couchez, gentil, pas bouger. Circule, y a rien à voir. Sale bête. Nous sommes il y a 12 000 ans, l'ère glaciaire, le monde.
And it was replaced in 2004 to become Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast. And this ride was replaced at the same time as in Tokyo Disney and Walt Disney World. In Tokyo they've got also a Buzz Lightyear, and in Florida it was replaced for the Laughing Floor.
As you can see, we are walking in Fantasyland. No, not because of the buildings, because of the floor. We've got these beautiful cobblestones here, and they are romantic and cute. But imagine what will happen if you're going to some pirates. Will they have this romantic cobblestone floor? No, of course not. We will cross the bridge and we enter the dirt of the pirates area. You see? Pirates of the Caribbean.
So from cobblestone to the bridge to a dirt floor, every land has its own themed pavement and tells its own story.
Even within a land, so for example Adventureland, there can be different floors everywhere you go. So for example, the bridge you see here is going to, like a sand kind of floor.
Let's see if there are rocky floors inside.
Yeah. Yes. And that's where it changed again, as you can see. We had this rocky kind of pavement, and now we're heading towards wood this time.
Okay. But what comes after the bridge?
Dirt again.
Dirt again.
Maybe this is supposed to be a beach or something.
A beach, a sandy beach.
And it could be because we are here next to the Robinson Treehouse. They stranded on a
deserted island with a beach.
And did you know that not only the pavement shows you in which land you are and what the theming is all about?
It's also the music. It also changes with every land you visit.
And here in front of Hakuna Matata, you can see the red clay of the
Serengeti. Did you know that sometimes there's an extra gateway from Fantasyland into Discoveryland? It's an overflow pathway to get lots of people quickly out of one land into another land. That is very handy. And we also got some fun details about the Disneyland Hotel.
We're standing here on the first floor of the Disneyland Hotel, and I really wanted to show you the wallpaper. In the entire Disneyland Hotel, also in the rooms, you will find a beautiful wallpaper that depicts the Disney characters. Now, if you are in a Disneyland Hotel room, the wallpaper is different than the wallpaper here in the common section of the hotel. And you can see here on the wall, you can see Fantasia, Mickey, Pinocchio, King John, and also Scrooge McDuck. I think it's so much fun that they incorporated the Disney characters into the wallpaper everywhere in the hotel. In the hotel you will find large clocks with paintings next to it. On the painting you will find the castle of Disneyland somewhere in the world. For example, this is Disneyland Paris. And the clock is supposed to be the time of the land which depicts in the picture. We learned this when we had the Disneyland Hotel tour, and our tour guide told us that the clocks aren't working properly anymore. And you can see it here as well, because it is currently 11:05, and it says it's 7:05. It's not working properly, but this is the idea about the clocks. One of the facts that we would like to share with you is about how to get from one side of the park to the other one without bumping into lots of crowds and or getting wet. And the way to do so is to use the secret walkway. And this walkway is used by a lot of cast members, but it's also open for you guys, so why not use it? How does it work? There's this pathway, it starts on one side of the park and it goes all the way through to the other side of the park. So it's very easy to skip parades, crowds, or when it's raining you stay dry because it's covered. Officially, if you look at it technically, it starts at the Liberty Arcade and ends here in Adventureland, but we're going to do it the other way around, so we start here at Adventureland and walk all the way back to Liberty Arcade. Okay guys, it's too early for this. It's before 10 a.m, it's 9:15, and it's roped off because otherwise you were able to walk towards Frontierland as well, Adventureland. So unfortunately we're not going to show it now, but we will show you this later today. So let's skip to later today right now. And we're back! But we are now on the beginning of the walkway, so near the arcade. So let's go and walk the entire walkway, this time for real. Let's go! Back all the way to the end of this walkway. This is where we started first time, remember? It's about 6 minutes to walk this walk. You go through a lot of lands, you see the area changing, you hear the music changing. It's really something also just to do for fun. So yeah.
So guys, these were the fun facts of Disneyland Paris. Hope you like this video.
Do you have any fun facts that we didn't know about or that we just didn't put in this video and that you want to share with others and share with us? Leave it in the comments down below to share your fun fact with us.
And don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell for more videos. And maybe next time we'll see you on Main Street. Bye!
Bye! You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.